never slow up, no I don't take shit.
Brian Ariarte looks up the inside of Carbone but thinks better of it. Well, with first play, keep an eye on Peter. Carl pushing in ninth. He had good pace last time around. Then you've got Benyat Fernandez and Chris.
Nothing now, is it, to the 32 of Pratama. Pratama goes up the inside, but he's
in the championship lost. Danish now really wants that second place to move up into the motor. In Daniel, 10th and 11th. Not seen too much of them this weekend, but they have been big, heavy.
He's got on the wet patch. You see the dry line offered more grip to Brian. He could break a little bit.
3 World Championship win.
And it still is the number 31 in front. Villiers Pugliese, the 16
hitters the last few rounds in Rookies Cup. Can they do something today or maybe tomorrow?
Later, and Pratama had to back out of it.
This is absolutely quality. A dead heat over the line. It looks wow.
Your old Italian.
We are all concertinaing up, aren't we, Veda Pratama? Cap off their great seasons.
Well, that's right. They've both been podium guys, haven't they? And they've both been quick.
Yeah, it was Uriarte 12 thousandths of a second separating the two of them. I'm just off the back. Marco Morelli 6th, Mitani 7th. Karpushin's there as well.
And they've really just got to put it together in this final weekend.
Pratama, fastest rider on track. That time around, we have a 4-way fight for the lead. Or do we, Peter? Because Gonzalez obviously had the crash yesterday with Veda Pratama, and that, which, you know, very unfortunate. No long lap for Carl. Just in the back of this group, Danish still in 7th place, not able to make any inroads on Mitani. A lap there, 1 second quicker than the leaders. So Gonzalez pushing. I mean, that was a pure racing incident when there's that many riders in such a short, literal sunny just ahead of him. It looks like he had, but Mitani just pushes him way wide, forces him well wide, and bringing Plonk with him. Could we have a real race of 2 halves with 9 laps to go? It's 4 base. You know, things are going to go wrong, aren't they?
And fastest lap for the
Joel Pons has unfortunately gone down at turn 15. Oh, it's been a torrid year for poor Joel. He's fighting for the front at the moment. Could he be 6th come the end of it?
Yeah, as you say, these guys up front so far for Guillaume Planck, the Frenchman, in 10th place.
And then Kermantine, who looked really good in practice, didn't he? But qualifying didn't work out for him.
No, he did look good. It's just been so tricky because of the dry line in some places. They want to overtake, they get in the way of each.
It's the Venezuelan had that yesterday as well. 146.5, we're substantially slower than yet.
In practice, but he just had a lousy both seasons. First season, second season has not worked out for him. He's got more talent. Each other a little bit. They, you know, who's going to go on the wet stuff, who needs to take the dry, and that's really giving yesterday.
But with the wet patches around, that's no surprise.
Yeah, as you say, it's all concertinaed up. Then he shows for sure. Morelli in 2nd place now, and he's put his head down, chasing after. I noticed before he was right down the back of the field too, not having fun at all. You're looking back at the 50 much, hasn't it? There's only, you know, a couple of seconds covering the top 19 or so. Brian Ariarte, he's looking for his first win of the season. 4 of Veda Pratama.
Carter Thompson went well wide there at the bottom of the hill there. Carter Thompson up into 12th place. Yesterday he finished up in 6th position. Carter Thompson in 13th position. He's another one of our podium finishers and front runners. It's just unfortunately, so that is going to give him a bit less of an advantage. And that is a really, really good ride from the Australian, up from 12th position. Just a bit off the boil in recent rounds in terms of his actual results on paper, but looking quite strong at the moment. Thompson very wide. Is he just trying to keep to the... He was there, said, it's all right. Yeah, and I bet it is. Anything less than a podium is not satisfactory. He is, you know, it has been consistently up there throughout the season, so would love to see more from him.
He could, you know, he's already thinking in those terms. Yeah, it is really a broad drop. No, indeed. He needs to just have that great result at the end of the season.
In these final 2 races.
Right, there's still 11 laps remaining. You know, it's time. Dry line down here, and certainly with you know, 8 laps and a few corners to go, these tyres are going to. You know, he had some really superb wins, and of course a winner, you know, in race 2. So if you think about it, is somebody saving your tyres, that sort of thing. The Pirellis do last very, very well. Be past their best very soon. It's still the advantage to got to get back to that sort of form.
The step up that Carter Thompson's made this year has been very, very
well. They also give tremendous feedback. So even if they do start to Kianda Ramadipa on the 32, Brian Uriarte on 54, just ahead of
noticeable. Australia certainly has another name to cheer for in the future in World Champions.
Go off a little bit. They give plenty of warning to the riders, so we can't. Well, 54 Veda Pratama in third place behind Brian Uriarte.
In ships.
Of course, it's his third season, so he will not be back in the Rookies Cup next season. Hopefully not going to have any dramas like that. Uriarte now under pressure from Marco Morelli. Out onto the start and finish to complete another lap. Just 8 remaining.
Not another Holmes has gone down. Oh, that is such a shame. That is not... And Morelli, just, I wonder if it's that mid-season, sort of the question marks over his future. Over the line we go then. So there we are. Not the way he wants to sign off from his second year in rookies. Joel Pons one potentially. Just, you know, it does tend to happen in the riders' third years. Pratama side by side with Uriarte. That is as close as you like. One of the loveliest characters that we have.
But it's his 6th fall in a race, in a Rookies Cup race.
All those questions of, well, what next can sort of play on their mind, but he's definitely back to get pushes in wide. Pratama, he loves to get his elbows out, doesn't he? Absolutely.
It's this season, so back with the leader then. It is Brian Uriarte, the cap champion.
To his old self, now he is signed, sealed, delivered to the Asphalt team in Moto3 next year. Equality, just blockbuster this lot, aren't they? So it is then Peter.
Ahead of the number 11 of David Gonzalez.
David Gonzalez,
absolutely. All ex-rookies in that squad, and it's great to see.
Indonesia 1 and 2.
We haven't said that before, I don't think.
Pugliese third, Pratama, then Dinesh in 5th place.
The Marco Morelli joining them.
Yes, it will be with Holgado and Alonso.
Rookies Cup.
All since the beginning of Rookies Cup for 1 to get a victory, 2 come along. Malaysia versus Indonesia for 2nd in the championship. We remind you, 1 point between as well next year, up 2. So absolutely brilliant stuff. Magello, could it be a 3rd in a row, but with a different rider here today? They
elbows out.
Literally, yeah.
Okay, so Brian still has the advantage.
It's all starting to bunch up a little bit now, Peter. Everyone else is catching up. Team must be on their feet. It will make front page news if they were to get a 1-2
The Sotage put up in the 2nd place. Guido Pugliese.
And Dinesh moves up on Pratama there into turn 1. And Venez has actually set the fastest lap of the race. He's 16th for number 77, Venezuelan.
Short channels that go absolutely mad, weren't they? Absolutely mad. Fantastic stuff. And
very nice, tight but clean move from the Malaysian then. Really, really nice. A 1:45.0. So is Brian Uriarte pulling the pin, or is he bunching it up?
He's pulling away. Ramadipa's pulling away. Now Veda knows that he's got to stick with him here because...
Nice indeed.